So we're starting this one with interdimensional relationships. Yeah. So to get a quick rundown or breakdown of what it is, it's for the brain's perspective, it's like a interracial relationship, but going further beyond that. So it's not about black and white. It's about two different people who were birthed in two different realms. So you have those who are birthed under the sun, and I call them the terrain people because they were born on the earth. They were born on the terrain. Yes? So that's just normal people. And then you have those who are born in the astral realm, the astral plane, which is through the sun and over the sun. So when you have somebody who was birthed outside of this world that now gets into a relationship with somebody who was birthed in this world, it's never going to be a balanced relationship because those who are birthed outside of this world, they come into the relationship times two. There, you can't be one if you are already times two. You are literally stepping in to two realms. You were birthed outside of this realm, but you was also birthed in this realm because you came through the womb. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people who came, the terrain people who come through the womb, they didn't come from the astral plane, which means they haven't got no spirit, they haven't got no soul, they haven't got no aura, they haven't really got no energy. All they have now today is a concept. They have a little bit of darkness, but there's nothing in that darkness, and that's why they can easily be demonically possessed because they do not have no ticket out of here. You have to be born out of here to get out of here. That's the thing. So, interdimensional relationships is literally two dimensions now trying to cross. You know what I'm saying? Those who are born in the astral, they can cross over into a dimensional realm that is being projected from those who are born on the terrain. But those who are born on the terrain, they cannot cross over into an astral plane. There is no body. There's no body of themselves in the astral plane. Their body is only in the physical. So when you have someone who was born on the terrain, all they want you to do is to just to remain on the terrain, remain in this world, deal with physical shit. And then what they do, their tactic is they will listen and hear your spiritual shit because it sounds good. Spirituality has now become fashionable. Same like the Bible was open to everybody. Anybody can pick up the Bible and try and believe that. But remember, the Bible and the spiritual is still the same concept because the Bible only talks about Jesus. Only Jesus can do these magical things. Yeah, and you have to bow down to Jesus. Same with the spiritual now. When a spiritual being, when a astral being gets with a terrain being, that terrain being now wants to mimic you. They want to believe that they can do what you can do, and then you being the person from the astral, you want to literally believe that this person can do what you can do because we want to believe that everyone's the same, but then in all reality, they're not. They can't do what you can do. Seriously, there is a war coming. And then you have to be able to step up and fight that war. You fight your own battle. That's the thing. You don't need no allies. We all stand up strong on the battlefield and we fight for ourselves. And if you fight for yourself, you will fight to the finish, you will fight to the end, you will fight to renew this world. You know what I'm saying? But those on the terrain, they are not being geared up for no battle. So they want to live life to the fullest. You can't afford to live life to the fullest because you have to have something reserved, a bit of energy reserved for when it's time for you to leave your physical shell so you can get the first flight out of here. Yeah, if you check our ancestors or just our elders, right, they had the right thing in mind where they used to save up money. And we know right now money is currency, so they got it lost in translation, right? The teachings that they were giving us was turn currency back into your energy. So you don't need to die with $1 million or £1 million. You just need to die with 1 million ounces of energy. That's it. As much energy as you can. So when you become the recluse, when you become the one man just living in the field by himself, you know what I'm saying? When you become the isolated man, that's because, or when you become really, really one with the terrain, you know what I'm saying? The terrain is doing most of the work. And they don't mind. That's the thing. Nature doesn't mind working for you. All nature wants is your gratitude and wants your love. That's it. Nature just says, don't destroy me. and I'll do anything that you need doing, because nature knows the only thing that we are gonna take with us when we ascend, like in numerous mass, when we ascend as an armada, we will take the seed of the earth with us. So we're taking the sun, we're taking the moon, we're taking the stars, we're taking the unseen, we're taking all the vibration, we're taking the corona. They try to disrespect the corona. If you don't want it, if you want to make corona be the next devil, all right, we will happily take that away from you. So when we take away the belt, the energy force field around the earth, you will see things. You will see things flying out of the sky. If anything, we'll take the sky with us as well. We'll take water. Water's coming with us as well. All of that is coming with us. So trust me, this is why we have such a good relationship in unison with the earth. The earth giveth to us, so we can not giveth back to the earth, so that we can take the earth with us. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But we can't take on board no other passengers, man. You know, you can't take terrain people with you, because the only way out is through a non-physical dimensional shift, right? These beings are physical. Once they leave their physical shell, there is nothing else to them. They're empty shells. So it's pointless getting into all these NPCs and all of this shit. That's just making it a bit too confusing, because now you're giving them too many different people to look at. That's what they tried to do. Yeah, they wanted to hide behind clones and hide behind NPCs and hide behind reptilians and all of this shit, so as that we don't look at them. But if you keep a close eye, it's just you and somebody else. There's no different races. Not a Chinese man, not an Italian, not a friggin' Scottish man, not a black man, not a white man, not a yellow man, not a blue man, not a green man. It's just you and somebody else. That's the thing. And if that person cannot get out of this realm via their own friggin' will. Yes, if they need to attach their will to you, then you cut ties. This is it. We can't afford to take on board no stowaways, no passengers, right? Because when we reach that battlefield, we have to only be there with the strong, because what they've done with this war is still happening in the heavens. Call it heaven or whatever, just for brain's sake. We don't have to give it a title. But the war is still raging, and all they've done, they've literally suspended, animated the war. They've pressed pause. They've slowed it down. They've slowed down time to the point where time is not operating. So right now, this is just a fabricated reality. This ain't real. Yeah, this is probably 2 days out of our own fucking life. Yeah, you're not. I'm not 41 years old. I'm not turning 42. I've only been there for fucking 2 days. That's the thing. But 2 days stuck on loop, 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 loop. You know. But the thing is, they can't stop energy. So that's why we're getting old, because we're stuck on the same time loop. But our energy needs to move. It needs to move. But because we're not renewing the energy, we're losing the energy. So we're getting older. We're getting weaker. We're getting slower. Yeah. But the problem is, what they can't stop is when it comes to the originals. Yeah, we're getting ready to kind of regenerate ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Same like the Time Lord, Mr. Doctor Who. We're getting old to regenerate ourselves. Yeah, we're regenerating ourselves. And then the wake up is coming. This is judgment. So it's not about living your life to the fullest. No, you live your life and have something in reserve. Seriously. And again, the same message, dimensional relationships. Look at the person in front of you, cut ties quick as soon as possible. They don't even deserve an explanation. You don't even have to friggin' break it down to them. They are not your species. This is the thing. They were born with tails. Yes, they have too much DNA because they were birthed on the terrain. They had to have so many gene splices in order just to get to some form of perfection. You know what I'm saying? But they were tested upon so that they can get to some form of perfection, and then we came along. You know what I'm saying? So yes, they were here first. The caveman was here first. You know what I'm saying? But why the fuck would I want to come from the heavens or the stars and want to embody a caveman? So we had to wait until they perfected the human. You know what I'm saying? The human that can take a limited amount of light. That's why you can't generate your full light. That's why you have a color. Your real light, they can't. They will never be able to attach a color to your real light because there's no description. They've not seen. They can't see that kind of light. You know what I'm saying? So they'll never ever be able to say you were born in any image because they can't see your image. You know what I'm saying? So right now, your humanity, love your humanity to as much as you can. Yeah, as much as you can, but don't overdo it. Yeah, do not overdo it because you have to be ready for the shift when humanity doesn't really mean much. You know what I'm saying? All of this shit that's ever happened, it's just fucking, it's a soap opera. It's not reality. You don't have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? There's no trauma. There's no depression. There's none of this shit. That's for terrain people. And let's stop acting like them. Yeah, that's the real thing. Let's just stop acting. It's time to stop acting. Yeah, you're not like them. You're not real. This world is not real. We come to a place beyond reality. So stop trying to be real. That's how they trapped us as well. That's another that's another subject for another time. I'm out.